Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for She-Hulk Season 1, Episode 3, The People versus Emil Blonsky. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and then we'll catch up on everything, what's been going on there. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, mm, sorry, Phew, I just got hair in my mouth. That's always fun to do right in the middle of podcasting. Um, man. Um, if you're on the blah 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 blah, if you feel like gambling, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube may or may not notify you when I come on live. Best thing to do is go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media and all the links to my pages as well. Yeah, tell me about it, Sirius. That was one hell of an opening, definitely. It was just, I don't know why, all of a sudden hair just flew right in my mouth, and I think it's for my beard, which lots of fun. All right. So yes, I'm on vacation right now still for the most part. I just got back from well, Disneyland is where I went to. I actually raided Avengers Campus. This is actually the prototype of Tony Stark's first gauntlet. So he made it so you can he obviously has a drinking problem. So uh yeah. Um, I figured he was dead, so it's not like he was going to be missing it or anything like that. So I took it with me. Um, but yeah, there's a whole host of things I can go over on that, but I'll save that for Sunday. Anyway, let's get to it because you're here to talk about She-Hulk, right? That's what you want to hear. Let's talk about She-Hulk, shall we? Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you've not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section, giving you enough time to run away, hit pause, whatever you need to do. All right. So, this is actually a fun episode. This really was a fun episode. So the whole thing about well, we found out why Wong was busting. We kind of found out why Wong was busting Emil out of prison to go and fight in the Kumatai. And he said it was training to become, master of the mystic arts, sorcerer supreme. I'm still not buying it. I don't know why he was breaking him out. There's more to this story than we know what's going on. But Wong is now on record as saying that he was the one that broke Emil out, and Emil um, actually went back voluntarily because Wong said, "Hey, you can come here to the Kumatage and seek refuge there. You don't need to go back to prison." And Emil's like, "Nope, I'm going to go back to prison. I'm going to finish out my time. That's what I'm supposed to do." And also, he can control, much like She-Hulk and also Hulk. Well, actually, She-Hulk, because I don't think Bruce really has a control over switching into the Hulk and Bruce Banner still. I think there's still some issues there. But Emil can change to the Abomination and change back to Emil again at will. So that was a nice little interesting aside. We get all of that. And this is going to play in so Emil does get eventually his parole with the stipulation that he needs to wear an inhibitor at all times, which is going to play into the MCU later on, which is actually going to fall into the Thunderbolts realm because I'm fairly sure he's going to end up part of the Thunderbolts, and those inhibitors are going to be used in a nefarious way, is where I'm thinking we're going with all of this. Sirius says maybe Wong was a shapeshifter too. Somehow I'm just throwing no. The shapeshifter wouldn't have been able to use the sling ring the way he did. So not happening on that one. The B story that we've got, of course, is Dennis, the assistant DA that Jennifer was working with, comes to GLK&H G GLK&H, there we go, the superhuman law firm, and wants to bring a lawsuit up against an Asgardian who, he was dating, who he didn't know he was dating. He actually thought he was dating Megan the Stallion, and, that's who she was shapeshifting as, and took about $175,000 from him. And he is so delusional that he thinks that he could actually pull Megan the Stallion, all of this. And of course, it takes Jen Walters to come onto the stand to provide testimony of how delusional he actually is in order to win his case. And also Luna, the light fairy is what she's called. Excuse me, Runa the light fairy. I said Luna. It's Runa the light fairy. Also gets 60 days for impersonating a judge because she likes to come in and impersonate other people and say things they normally wouldn't say. But the main thing that we get all of this is when Jen actually goes home at the end of the day. She gets attacked by four guys, and this is from the comics. Is These guys are called the Wrecking Crew. So the Wrecking Crew are in the comics. They were a group of construction workers who got dosed with gamma radiation, I believe, is what it was, and no, actually, I wanna say there's mystical energy is what it was. So their, items that they had, like a wrecking ball and, a shovel, or they had all kinds of different weapons, and those imbued them with, superhuman abilities, and they became as strong as the Hulk. They actually fought the Hulk and things like that. These guys are actually using alien enhanced weaponry, and they go after Jen because they're actually trying to get a sample from her, of her blood and her skin. But of course, she turns to the Hulk, and or She Hulk, I should say, and is they're not able to get a sample, and she beats the fuck out of them because, of course, they're not super powered. They just have the alien weaponry, and they say that the boss is going to be pissed. So, who is the boss that we're talking about here? Is this Kingpin? Is this Valentina? There are too many people right now that we don't know who this is alluding to, but this is going to be something that's going to happen down the line. And this is what She-Hulk is here for. It is to set up a whole bunch of possibilities that we're going to have in the MCU, and it's doing it in a way that is I kind of like what they're doing here, really, because they're making you laugh at the situation, go ha, and people aren't taking this seriously. They're not taking this series seriously because it's a comedy, if you will, and they're missing the point that they're actually the MCU is being set up in different ways. There's all kinds of different breadcrumbs that are being left, little Easter eggs that are being left, and setups that we're getting at this point. Even the superhuman law firm is a setup of a precedent that's happening in the MCU. So all these little things are going to add up, and they're going to become big things in phase 5 as we get into phase 5 here. So yeah, this is something to watch for. It really is something to watch for, and, I'm looking forward to it. I know that a lot of people just, a lot of the haters or the He-Man Woman Haters Club, as I call them, because, if you go back to the old Three Stooges, shorts, they actually had a club called the He-Man Woman Haters Club. That's what I like in the woke crew too, it's woke, everything's woke, woke, woke. They're the He-Man Women's Haters Club. That's what they're called. So those guys, the only thing they saw was Megan the Stallion twerking with She-Hulk. That's all they saw in this episode. Fuck them. Uh, it was a fun little bit that was thrown in there. And also, She-Hulk in the comics has, had real life celebrities drawn into the comics, and she's interacted with them because she's a lawyer. She's supposed to be a famous lawyer, all that kind of stuff. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities. So there was another theory that was thrown out there, by the way, too, at one point that I read. I think I read it this morning. That's what happened is when She-Hulk, when she's driving and she takes her hands off the wheel and starts talking to us, fourth breaking the fourth wall. And someone said that did they just introduce the car that she was given? In the comics, she was given a car that could actually turn into a space vehicle, it was kind of a AI sentient, if you will, that could, go into space. It could take her different places and could drive itself and whatnot. Um, that's not what happened here. She just basically broke the fourth wall and she didn't need her hands on the wheel because obviously she's talking to us at this point. And so yeah, not until they actually give us that are we going to get that in this series. So, good episode. I am looking forward to find out what happens here, and I'm looking forward to fucking seeing Daredevil for a change here. And by the way, when I was over in Disneyland, I was over in California Adventure, Avengers Campus, where I raided Tony Stark's closet there because, again, like I said, he didn't need it. And who did I see? I saw Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Black Widow, Thor, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. Who else was there? That was live action there. I can't remember what else. I think that was it. I was kind of looking forward to seeing Wong since we got Wong in this episode. I kind of thought that we would maybe get him there as well, but no Wong. I did see Doctor Strange though teach a class to people on magic slinging. That was kind of a fun thing. It's a fun little aside thing at Disneyland that you can go and take a look at it. Sirius says, "Yeah, this show is this is a show of setup and cameos, not entirely that honest, but honestly, the stuff I find worth watching for more so than the plot of the show. Felt kind of bad for feeling that when she started monologuing at me. Okay. Yeah, this is a fun show. It's supposed to be fun, but it's also supposed to be setting up a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of people are going to dismiss it because again, it's a comedy supposedly, but She-Hulk the comic also set things up for the rest of Marvel as well. And I'm looking forward to this. I really am. This is a fun series. It really is. We have 9 episodes here. We're already 3 episodes in. We've got 6 more episodes to go, and, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Also, I thought it was kinda funny that Nikki, in order because they couldn't find Wong, so she said she set up a thirst trap for him on Instagram by, posing with a whole bunch of books because she knew that he was a librarian. And if you go on Instagram and you take a look, I believe they do have the Instagram post that she used, which was fucking funny. Yeah. You want Cox? What? Yeah, I'm not gonna yeah. Daredevil. Daredevil is who we want. Yes, I know. I wanna see oh, that's the whole thing. When Jen said, "It's not like I'm gonna have cameos every week." I mean, well, other than Bruce in the first episode, you know, and so in the second episode, and Wong in this episode. Yeah, so this was actually pretty funny. As a way of telling people that yes, we are going to get a whole bunch of characters in this. We're supposed to get the leaper, not the leaper. Oh fuck, I can't remember the name of the character. He's like Frogman or something. The guy's got a he wears a frog suit. It literally looks like a frog suit, but he can jump real far and all this stuff. That character is supposed to be in here this season. There's gonna be a lot of D-list characters that are going to show up on She-Hulk here so that we have New York populated with heroes and villains, both high level and low level, and street level as well as cosmic characters. And that is what we're supposed to get out of She-Hulk. She-Hulk is this nexus point, if you will, of the Marvel universe and the MCU, where uh it's not the center point of everything, but it is where they all kind of collide together. Yeah. You were trying to think of a dick joke from Titans. Yeah, I know. I know. I wasn't about to say it either. So, yeah, I know. Oh, and by the way, there you go. I was gonna light up the gauntlet for you guys. Yeah, it was cheesy, I know, but still, what the hell? So, there we go. I'll turn it off now. Um, yeah, I know. Fancy, huh? That's what happens when you buy a bottle of Coke at, Disneyland. It's a really fucking expensive bottle of Coke, but, it comes with a gauntlet. Um, everything's really fucking expensive there, that's all I'm gonna say. So, you've saved our lives. No, not really. I haven't. My hand barely fits in that thing too. I told the person that behind the counter, I'm like, "I don't think my hand's gonna fit in that." She's like, "Yeah, sure it will." And I'm like, "Yeah." So, anyway, what else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, in a little bit here, probably in 45 minutes or so, I'm gonna do Harley Quinn, the latest episode of Harley Quinn. That's gonna be up next. Later on this evening is going to be the first episode of Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. There we go. Had to think what that was. The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. There we go. Tomorrow I'm gonna be off. Or no, actually tomorrow I'm gonna have the second episode of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Sunday will be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Monday will be a House of the Dragon. That's right, House of the Dragon. We'll be doing that. Tuesday is going to be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time around, it's going to be I can't remember what it is, but I know I just watched it before I went to Disneyland. I can't remember what it was offhand. I'll take a look at it and see what it was. Obviously, it wasn't that memorable, but oh, Samaritan. There we go. Samaritan from Prime. That's the Sylvester Stallone movie that's out on Prime. Samaritan will be on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'll be off. Thursday will be a double header with both She Hulk and Harley Quinn. That's right. So we'll do that. Uh seriously, I got a water bottle today from Costco for 25 cents. Yeah, I know. They subsidize their water bottles, you know, but it's plastic. Anyway. Don't get me started on plastic shit. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go for, well, at least another 45 minutes here until I come back for Harley Quinn. Until then, well, first of all, I should actually do my whole sign out thing. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages. There we go. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again in about 45 minutes. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may have four goons that have alien technology that jump you, trying to take your DNA sample, but you just remembered, hey, I've got gamma irradiated blood and I'm stronger than all of them combined, and then some. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again in about 45 minutes. Until then, have a good rest of your day, or, at least the next 45 minutes. And I will see you in a little bit here. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, or until I see you in a little bit here. Bye.